Welcome to J.A.M. News. I'm your anchor, Joseph Arvalo. We have some breaking news on the Cambodian genocide. The communist leader Pol Pot was removed yesterday, on the 29th of January, 1979. What was started 4 years ago has finally ended. We have a reporter on the scene with a witness here to bring you more insight on the subject. Mike, take it away.
Thanks, Joseph. I have a witness here, Cho Teriyaki, who experienced the genocide. Mr. T, what happened when Pol Pot became dictator?
Pol Pot declared the foreigners to be expelled. The embarrassed were closed, newspapers and television stations were shut down. All the business closed, religion was banned.
How did the daily life change for the Cambodian people such as yourself?
Millions of us were sent to the labor camps we worked 18 hours starting at 4 a.m. We were only allowed to eat a tin of rice every 2 days, and we were under supervision.
Tell us more about the Khmer Rouge.
The Khmer Rouge, he's very bad man. Was made up of teenager peasant guerrillas. They took away everything. We farmed and killed thousands of farmers. They all dead. I'm sad.
Okay, thank you for your time. What a tragic event that took place here. Back to you, Joseph.
Thanks, Mike. We have a special guest with us today to explain more on the Cambodian genocide and the countries it influenced. Please welcome our special guest, Steve Balboa, an expert who has studied the genocide for the last 4 years. Steve?
Hello, and thank you for having me here.
So tell us, Steve, what influenced the genocide?
The U.S. played a part by uniting Pol Pot, Sihanouk, who was the former leader of Cambodia, and Vietnamese soldiers together. Massive killing of peasants made others support Pol Pot, and when the U.S. withdrew troops, Pol Pot took over. Once in power, he wanted to take over Cambodia and turn it into a country based on agriculture, which was inspired by Mao Zedong.
Okay, and can you tell us more about the casualties?
Yes, several purges were conducted to kill the educated, poor, doctors, wealthy, and even police. Anyone disloyal was killed, even Khmer Rouge generals. Ethnic groups such as the Chinese, Vietnamese, and Cham Muslims were killed as well.
Wow, what a sad thing. Well, that's all the time we have with you, Steve.
Bye. Thanks for having me on.
Our next expert is an old friend of Pol Pot's who studied in Paris with him. He's in Cambodia right now, and he will be interviewed by Mike. Take it away, Mike.
Hello again. I have Buck Fuji here, who knew Pol Pot personally.
Hi, I'm Buck Fuji.
How did you know Pol Pot?
Pol Pot was born in central Cambodia as South Sar. When he was 20, he traveled to Paris to study radio electronics. There, I met him and we became good friends. He wasn't a bad person, but when he started to neglect his studies and became obsessed with Marxism, Pol Pot quit his studies shortly afterward and returned to Cambodia. Last thing I heard was he joined the Cambodian Communist Party.
Okay, it seems like we're running out of time, so back to you, Joseph.
Thanks for watching J.A.M. News. I am your anchor, Joseph Arvalo, signing off.
Cambodia. To many Westerners it seemed a paradise, another world, a secret world. But the war in neighboring Vietnam burst its borders, and the fighting soon spread to neutral Cambodia. In 1973, I went to cover this sideshow struggle as foreign correspondent of the New York Times. It was there in the war-torn countryside amidst the fighting between government troops and the Khmer Rouge guerrillas that I met my guide and interpreter Dith Pran, a man who was to change my life in a country that I grew to love and pity.
This is a big story, a major story. You understand that? We are got to get down there.
If the war keeps going like this, the future could be very bad. All right, I've arranged for the evacuation of you and your family. So now it's up to you. What do you want to do?
In a country shattered by war.
U.S. bombs, you sure?
I think many died. I don't know.
And torn by revolution.
After what the Khmer Rouge have been through, I don't think they're going to be exactly affectionate toward Westerners.
Two men would learn the price of survival.
They say that when this place goes up, they think that a lot of people are going to get killed.
Of freedom.
Change my photograph for a photograph of Pran, and he's a British subject.
And friendship.
All foreign journalists are going to leave Cambodia.
I won't leave you.
I try to escape to Thailand right now.
You know, Pran is not going to last 5 minutes out there.
One would leave to tell his story and win the Pulitzer Prize for international reporting.
Anyone who knows my work will know that half of this belongs to Diff Pran.
One would stay to face his destiny and make his escape to freedom. But both would never forget what they saw.
Nobody gets to go in there. If I thought I could, I would.
What they felt.
He stayed because I wanted him to stay.
What they experienced in the killing fields.